The murder and tragic life of a millionaire's wife. Gruesome murder of Hong Kong socialite, Abby Choi. When prominent Hong Kong socialite, very famous fashion model, influencer and millionaire's wife, Abby Choi was reported missing on February 21, 2023, no one was expecting that it would lead up to her death being reported on Friday, February 24, in the most horrible way. Warning. This article contains textual descriptions of violence and may encourage to create graphic images. Viewers' discretion is advised. Parental guidance is a must for viewers below 18 years of age. All images are from Abby Choi, at xabig, Instagram, unless otherwise stated. Pexels images and videos. Abby Choi was a Hong Kong-based socialite and was known for being one of the country's most famous and biggest international influencer and a millionaire's wife. Who was Abby Choi? Coming next are some of her life's personal details and her influence as a model and fashion icon in Hong Kong and around the world. Abby Choi's personal life. Prior to her death, Abby Choi was married to Hong Kong millionaire Kwong, owner of Hong Kong restaurant chain, Dam Jai Yunnan Mixian. Her untimely death made her leave behind 4 children, 2 from her previous marriage with ex-husband Alex Kwong and 2 with her last partner, Dam Kwong, according to a newsprint released by Straits Times. News that shocked the world. 2 weeks before news of her murder was released, Abby Choi graced the cover of L'Officiel Monaco magazine, February 2023, Hong Kong issue. She was also dubbed as the most sought-after influencers in the industry of modeling and fashion. No one could have imagined that this prominent celebrity would be found dead without her head on February 24, 2023. She was reported missing and a mysterious man appears. The same report includes that soon after, Abby Choi was nowhere to be found. CCTV then captured a mysterious man dressed in black hauling several large containers that were big enough to fit a body. Witness account from ex-brother-in-law. According to Straits Times, Abby Choi's ex-brother-in-law, who was also her chauffeur, was the last person to see her. Police started looking into her in-laws after concluding that the account was false testimony. Police discover Abby Choi's body in rented flat. According to Sky News, police found out that Choi's ex-in-laws recently rented an apartment in Tai Po's Lung Mei village. Due to the strange timing of the rental, the police looked into it and found Abby Choi's dismembered legs in the same apartment. CCTV footage reveals she met with ex-husband before she was reported missing. According to a news report released by the new paper, midway through the investigation into Abby Choi's disappearance, police discovered CCTV footage of her meeting up with her ex-husband, Alex Kwong, in Tai Po to pick up their children, and this was the last time that she was seen alive. Human remains found scattered. Other than her legs, Police found other parts of Abby Choi's dismembered body in the flat, with some parts found refrigerated, according to the Straits Times. However, her head, torso and hands were not in the flat at that time. Public outrage. Given that the murder victim was a prominent member of Hong Kong society, there was widespread public outrage when it was discovered that the perpetrators of Abby Choi's murder were people close to her. Makeshift butchery. The same report notes that the flat had been converted from an unfurnished unit into a makeshift butchery, equipped with chainsaw and waterproof coveralls, suggesting that it had been rented with the sole purpose of disposing Abby Choi's body. Three arrested, one missing. After this finding, police immediately arrested Abby Choi's ex-in-laws on February 24, which included her ex's father-in-law, mother-in-law and brother-in-law. The ex-husband himself, Alex Kwong, managed to evade capture at that time. Ex-father-in-law used to be a cop. It was additionally shocking to the public the fact that Abby Choi's ex-father-in-law, also suspected of being the mastermind behind the murder plot, was an ex-cop who had been awarded the Hong Kong Police Long Service Medal for his service back in 2001. Betrayal of trust. It was unbelievable to the public that someone who used to be on the side of justice, like a cop, would be capable of committing such a brutal murder plan, much less against his ex-daughter-in-law. Alex Kwong's criminal record. Further, the Standard revealed that Alex Kwong was previously convicted of fraud, with his gold investment business. He had also been on the run from the authorities since being convicted in 2014 to 2015 and escaping while on bail. Manhunt for Alex Kwong. Members of the public managed to be on the lookout for Alex Kwong's presence in public, setting off a nationwide manhunt for the escaped murder suspect. Netizens posted his image all over Hong Kong internet forums and social media sites. More incriminating details about the motive for murder. The Straits Times reports that Hong Kong police issued another statement regarding the case, stating that the motive behind the murder of the socialite was money and the issue of property inheritance. It was all about money. Dim Sum Daily reported that Abby Choi had been financially supporting her former in-laws' family and ex-husband even after they were divorced and remarried. Then issues regarding properties, inheritance, finances and money began to surface. Properties and inheritance. The Standard reports that the problem started when Abby Choi mentioned about selling a property she had bought for her former in-laws' family and was intending to revoke their rights to inherit the property. The Standard News report further revealed that the same property was to go to Alex Kwong after Abby Choi's death. The Standard reveals more, as Abby Choi had not registered her marriage formally with Chris Tam, the property would legally go to her ex-husband Alex Kwong after her death. This would only happen, however, if she were to die before the finalization of the process to revoke the aforementioned inheritance. Alex Kwong caught by Saturday, February 25. Alex Kwong had finally been apprehended, the South China Morning Post reported. Police learned of his plans to flee Hong Kong by speedboat and were able to apprehend him and take him into custody. Abby Choi's head. On Sunday, February 26, Abby Choi's head was found in a soup pot. It had been cooked with other ingredients in the same rented apartment where police found her dismembered legs. In a soup pot. The Standard reports that the head was not discovered during the initial raid of the flat. The finding was confirmed after a pending report from forensic experts who had to investigate the soup pot's contents first. Inheritance revoked by law. Hong Kong courts have ruled that, since her death was premeditated by the legal inheritors themselves, the acquisition of the property would be treated as illegal and their inheritance rights revoked. Investigation still ongoing, as Abby Choi's torso and hands have yet to be found. Abby was just 28 years old when she died, and her journey as an influencer and international style icon was just picking pace. Her untimely death has her family and friends completely devastated. A very sad and tragic moment for everyone who had came to know and worked with her. Credit, Instagram /@xabig.